So good morning everyone. Further we'll be continuing with the introduction to supply chain management and stuff. Previously you saw the evolution of supply chain management. So we'll see further what is the role in economy when supply chain management improves. So growth of global supply has changed the distribution of income across the countries. So because of exchange, even the rupee also get exchange. So global economy it is going to improve by initiating the supply chain. After successful completion of low value, added manufacturing tasks contributed to industrialization and high rates of economic growth in the several Asian developing countries. So this also led to lots of jobs to the outsourcing in technology to India and China. Many call centers have outsourced to India and Philippines. Natural disasters are an increasing threat that can disrupt any part of the supply chain. If a disaster is bad enough, it can slow global growth. If earthquake happens in some of the countries, tsunamis are going to come, so then their growth will be very slow. So there will be efficient management of supply chain can reduce the cost, maximize customer value, maximum competitive advantage, entail effective coordination and control of linked sector, department, system and organization. So the overall economical conditions can be improved by establishing firms from one country to other country. So there will be exchange of products from one place to other place, better utilization of the product. So exchange of currency happens from country to country so that developing country can get developed. So these are all some of the aspects of going with the supply chain. So in the supply chain there are so many successful supply chain: Walmart, Amazon, 7-Eleven in Japan. These are all some of the companies where they are successful on superior design, planning and operation of their supply chain. So here if you take some of the companies, they are only service provider to some of the product but never manufacture the product. So like this, by supply chain from one location to other location, you'll be able to give good products to the customer, and also globally competitive products and very demanding products will be able to satisfy. So today firms that do not manage the supply chain will incur huge inventory cost and eventually end up losing a lot of customer because of the right products are not available at the right time and the right place. So there are 5 major trends that emerge to make supply chain management a critical success factor in most of the industries. So first is proliferation, second one is product life cycle, third is high level of outsourcing, shift in power structure in the chain, globalization of manufacturing. So we'll discuss one by one what it is. Proliferation in product lines. Companies have realized that more and more products, variety is needed to satisfy the growing range of customer taste and requirement. So when we decide a product based on the customer taste and need, we are bound to consider, and also based on their cost, also have to decide how much products you need. Shorter product life cycles. So here Apple works with a life cycle shorter 6 months. Means if they develop a product, it is valid for only 6 months. After that, the product will be obsolete because they will develop a new product, so that the product what they have developed in 6 months it will be obsolete. So it won't have any resale value for that. Higher level of outsourcing. Firms increasingly focus on their core activities and outsource non-core activities to other competent players. So Dell is one of the company where they manufacture computers. They are vertically integrated. They need 5 times as many as employees would suffer from a drag effect. Means the part of production what they do, as the product demand is more, as to satisfy the customer, they are supposed to prepare the products. Shift in power structure in the chain. So here the products what all you produce, they will be chasing the retail shelf price. Retail shelf price has not increased at the pace at which product varieties are increased. So slotting allowance when manufacturers introduce new products in the marketplace. Globalization of manufacturing. So the past decades, tariff levels has come down significantly. Why? There is a global competition and there are so many products will be provided by the vendors to the manufacturers so that the cost will be reduced. So rise and subsequent fall of the bookstore chain borders illustrate how a failure to adapt it in supply chain to a changing environment and customer expectations hurt its performance. So Dell computer is one of the example what he proposes. So they have to revise the supply chain design in response to changing technology and customer needs. So every time we cannot expect the same brand product to be produced. They have to update the technology as per the global need. They have to manufacture the products at the right time. According to that, they have to deliver it to the customer. Otherwise, it is difficult to manage the scenario in the market. So Walmart is also one of the company. So this Walmart initially they invested heavily in transportation and information infrastructure to facilitate effective flow of goods and information. So the supply chain they had what they had with the cluster of stores around distribution center to facilitate frequent replenishment at its retail stores in a cost effective manner. So like this, what are they invested? They made a changes. They deliver the products as per the customer expectation. So like this they were able to even yes give an example of 7-Eleven company in Japan where they used excellent supply chain design for their company's growth and profitability. They had a very responsive system with the information system. So because of their information system, only the company has grown its sales from 1 billion to 1.9 trillion yen in the year 2013. So further it went to 222 billion yen. It was like this. So failure of many of the online businesses has happened due to inability to design supply chains. So many companies have failed because of because of design in the supply chain. So what all they design, it must be in a proper order, otherwise it is difficult. So decision phases. In the decision phases, it falls into three categories. One is the supply chain strategy or design. During this phase, company decides how to structure the supply chain over the coming years. So supply chain configuration will be how sources will be allocated, what process each stage will perform. Strategic decisions made by the company include whether to outsource or perform supply chain function in-house. So the products manufactured are stored at various locations. The modes of transportation to be made available along different shipping legs and type of information system to be used. So Pepsi company in 2009 purchased two of its largest bottler in a supply chain design or strategic design. So they keep on expanding, allocate plants at different locations so that they'll be able to meet the customer's demand. So number of units are established in different locations so that they'll be able to deliver the products to the customer at the right time. So like this, few more example has been told about the drug industries. Yes, explained like Sun Pharma doctors, Dr. Reddy's laboratory, Cipla, Lupin. So all they have got their own supply chain strategy to reach their drugs to the customer in a better fashion so that they'll be able to avail higher profits margin than operating in a highly competitive environment so that the company also performs well.